Live on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good afternoon. Welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. I'm Alexander.
Golden Loon.
And you. Thank you so much for coming in and watching us. Today is, what is today? Friday Day, aka Friday, April 10th, 2026. Let's see, the show's about interesting and important events that happened today throughout the annals of recorded history, starting with the year 238. During the year of the six emperors, forces of Gordian I and Gordian II were defeated by those of Maximinus Thrax in the Battle of Carthage. What a name, Maximinus Thrax. That almost sounds like a fictitious character, you know?
No.
Like, it's Commander Thrax. 837. Before we continue, though, do you want to know why this was called the Year of the Six Emperors?
No, why?
Because in that year there were six different emperors. Some died, some
So it's literal.
Yeah, it's literal. Okay. I think they kept killing each other or something. So
that sounds about right.
837 Comet 1P 837F1 Halley approached within 0.0334 AUs or astronomical units of Earth, which was 5.1 million kilometers or 3.2 million miles.
Wow.
That's the closest approach to Earth at a distance equal to... So this is when it was recorded as its closest approach to Earth. I think if that still carries over today. 1407, Lama Deshen Shekpa visited the Ming Dynasty capital at Nanjing and was awarded the title Great Treasure Prince of Dharma. That's pretty cool. He was the fifth Karmapa Lama. And we're going to be talking about another Lama later on today in less of a good way here. 1500 as well, France captured Duke Ludovico Sforza of Milan. Now, this is why, once again, another example of why getting multiple sources and, second opinions, all that stuff is important. It says here from the other source, Ludovico Sforza was captured by Swiss troops at Novara and was handed over to the French. So the first one says the French captured him. The other source says that the French were given him.
Handed over.
So, 1516, Venice compelled the Jews to live in a specific area, establishing the first Jewish ghetto. I'm pretty certain that we covered that a while ago.
We did, and they even used the term ghetto.
Yeah. That's the creation of the term. That's right. Like that article was saying the first use of the word ghetto was to describe.
Yeah.
So this is the actual event. Okay. 1545, the settlement of Villa Imperial de Carlos V, now the city of Potosi in Bolivia, was founded after the discovery of huge silver deposits in the area. Yeah, that would cause it. 1606, the Virginia Company of London was established by a royal charter of James I of England with the purpose of establishing colonial settlements in North America. And for whatever reason, I had it in my head like that. You remember the early 90s cartoon movie Pocahontas from Disney?
Mm-hmm.
Near the beginning, there was a whole song, and it's about the Virginia Company. And it was them going to, for glory, God, and gold, and the Virginia Company and all that stuff, according to the lyrics. And I think this is the same one, the Virginia Company of London.
I guess so.
It has to be. So that's pretty interesting. 1607, the British colonial expedition that would found Jamestown departed Puerto Rico for the American mainland. So on their way to found Jamestown. 1633, the first bananas went on sale in London in the shop window of Thomas Johnson's apothecary. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait. Well, I think this is something that some city that was founded. I'm not sure if we've covered it or not yet, but still, that's a pretty cool painting.
Yeah, I don't think we've covered much, so I don't think we've covered that.
1710, the first law regulating copyright was issued in Great Britain. The Statute of Anne, the first law regulating copyright, came into force in Great Britain. All right. 1790, the U.S. patent system forms. That's pretty interesting on the anniversary. They have copyright, and then we have patent.
Yeah.
So, 1796, War of the First Coalition. A surprise Austrian attack at the Battle of Voltri marked the beginning of the Italian campaign, the decisive campaign under Napoleon Bonaparte that will end the war a year later. Wow. Ending a war in a year, that's pretty good. 1802, Great Trigonometrical Survey began to survey the entire Indian subcontinent, led by William Lambton and the East India Company. It was completed in 1871. 69 years to do that.
Wow.
I mean, like, no roads, no trains, no cars, no satellite. They're literally walking across the entire Indian subcontinent, and they're surveying it, probably for height differences and populations, where things are.
So they would have done it horseback then. Is that what you're saying? Or
Probably.
camelback?
Well, like, I'm not sure because, like, I don't know the topography of India, but like, wouldn't a lot of it be jungly and everything?
I
So
think it's more like China. It's
I don't
in
know.
that neighborhood. I don't know.
I don't know. India's big enough to have like a lot of different
It's gonna have a
biomes.
desert
So
and, and a forest.
I don't really know. Like what, do they have desert? Do they have rainforest?
All I know is it's hot there.
Yes. Yeah.
That I know.
Yes. 1809, Napoleonic Wars. The War of the Fifth Coalition began when forces of the Austrian Empire invaded Bavaria. 1815, Mount Tambora in the Dutch East Indies experienced a cataclysmic eruption, one of the most powerful in history. Look at that photograph right there, that picture. That looks like something out of Fantasia. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Killing around 71,000 people, causing a global volcanic winter, affecting the Earth's climate over the next 2 years.
Wow.
And it lasted until July 15th. So, holy crap, dude. I mean, like, this is the massive Mount Tambora volcanic eruption.
I wonder
This
how
is
that would affect us today with electronics and everything else.
well, it wouldn't really affect electronics and such.
I'm not sure. Sure affect flying.
Well, yeah, flying is just not even part of the equation anymore. But I mean, like, I guess thicker cloud cover would probably disrupt
Oh,
things.
I don't know. Because it's not as true. It's just not. It's the soot and everything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other stuff in it too.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it would, but it might.
I'm no scientist, so I don't know. 1816, the Second Bank of the U.S. Charter. The federal government of the United States approved the creation of the Second Bank of the United States. This was before the Rothschilds came in and did their thing. 1821, Patriarch Gregory V of Constantinople was hanged by the Turks from the main gate of the Patriarchate. His body was then thrown in the Bosphorus.
I'm sorry, I thought you were going to say hang by his toes.
No.
Turks.
The Turkish.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. Turks
okay.
are Turkish, yes.
Yes. I wonder if they're Hungary or Turkey. Oh, Turkey. Yeah, there you go. Turkey, Turkish. Wow. 1825, first hotel in Hawaii opened. All right. 2 centuries ago, 1826, 10,500 inhabitants of the Greek town of Mesolongi started leaving the town after a year's siege by Turkish forces. Hey, speaking of the Turkish again.
Yeah.
Very few of them survived, though. That's unfortunate. They were getting besieged, so they were probably cut down, on the way out, right out the door. 1841, New York Tribune began publishing under editor Horace Greeley. That makes you wonder. Yeah. Now, was this like when the Tribune itself started publishing, or when Horace Greeley took over publishing, and this is his intro, not the New York Tribune's intro?
Sounds like the New York. Didn't it say the New York Tribune starts publishing?
Yeah, began publishing under editor Horace Greeley. So.
So okay.
Yeah, so
it could be under him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
this is why English is a bitch. But like, I can't imagine newspapers really being farther back than 1841. Like.
Well, of course they were. They were around the colonies.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. Well, I need to educate myself more in literary history. Then.
Yeah, I think I'm blanking his name right now. What's the guy with the glasses and the kite?
Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was involved in printing in some way. Wasn't
Absolutely. Yeah. He did something. I'm sure.
He? Yeah.
1845 here, more than 1,000 buildings were damaged by a fire in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 1849, the safety pin was patented by Walter Hunt of New York City, selling the rights for $400.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a lot of money back then, actually. So
Not enough.
Well, look at all the different types of safety pins.
Yeah.
Like this one mainly looks like it focused on the coil way back here. This is a jaggedy one.
Figure 2 is common to us, if the latch is the same.
Wait a minute. No. Oh, wait. I think.
Oh, that's all the same one, I think.
No.
Different angles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The top one is the same one, then the middle. So it's 3 different styles, not 4 or 6. This is showing the top, and this is showing what it looks like from the side. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. But yeah, it told me to image search this, so I'm going to do just that. And I'm also going to $400, 1849, 1849 to 2026. I first want to know how much he would have gotten out today. $17,153.92. Yeah, you're right. That's like nothing.
Yeah, I guessed 20 in my head when you said that. I guessed 20,000.
Yeah, well, you're pretty good
not
with.
Too far off.
You're pretty good with math, with finance math. I got to give you that. You are a genius when it comes to that.
Oh, what a genius!
Better than me. You're damn good. Yeah, let's see. Is this what I wanted to read? Trying to see exactly. I guess this is what I wanted to read. So, yeah, engineers. Oh, that's all. Half of this is in French. What the hell? That's weird. Okay. Like, every other word's in French. It goes English to French, English to French. So that's very weird. Anyway, 1858, Big Ben, a 13.76-ton bell, was recast at the Whitechapel Bell Foundry. After the original Big Ben, a 14.5-ton or 32,000-pound bell for the Palace of Westminster, had cracked during testing, it was recast into the current 13.76-ton or 30,300-pound bell by Whitechapel in the Foundry.
So it's a little smaller now?
Slightly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, it cracked or something, and then they had to, like, I guess they compressed it to mend the crack or whatever. So
shorted up somewhere, shrunk the size some.
Yeah. But, like, right here it says, a 15-ton bell cast by Warners of Cripplegate was recycled at the Whitechapel Foundry into a new 13-ton bell, Big Ben, after the original had cracked during testing. Recycled, so it sounds like they melted it down and made a smaller one.
Made another one.
Yeah, so instead of mending the original one, they just melted it down and remade it.
Well, cracks generally you're done with that bell. Generally speaking.
Yeah, that makes sense. 1861, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology was established by William Barton Rogers as a private land-grant university in Cambridge, Massachusetts. All right, so one of our institutions of higher education. Austrian Archduke Maximilian became Maximilian I, Emperor of Mexico in 1864. From the other source, though, it says Archduke Maximilian of Habsburg. Here we go. You remember the Habsburgs? They're that royal family that inbred so much they actually developed their own Habsburg chin and everything. Have I shown you the pictures of that?
I think you have. I vaguely remember it.
Yeah, like a lot of defects with them because of all the inbreeding and everything.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, Archduke Maximilian of Habsburg was proclaimed Emperor of Mexico during the French intervention in Mexico.
So war.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, France was like the natives, which eventually became Mexico. They eventually, I believe, either they drove the Spanish out or the French drove the Spanish out. But what I do know is Cinco de Mayo is basically their Independence Day when they drove the French out. The Habsburg.
Yeah, they're right.
So here we go. 1865, at Appomattox, Confederate General Robert E. Lee issued General Order No. 9, which was his last. Day after his surrender to Union forces, Confederate General Robert E. Lee addressed his troops for the last time. So we covered this yesterday. Yesterday was a big day in history. We have like the actual signing of the Treaty of Paris that established the United States as a sovereign nation officially with signatures and everything. And then the Robert E. Lee here surrendering his entire army to Union General Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah.
In fact, so we have the formation of the United States and the end of the Civil War on the same calendar day, just many years apart. That's kind of weird. It
is weird.
So 365 days in a year, and they occupied the same one. What else we got here? 1866, the American Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the ASPCA, was founded in New York by Henry Burke. It's telling me to image search this. I think there's no, we're not there yet. So let's see here. Image search. So this. Let's see here. ASPCA is the oldest humane organization in the United States. Their mission is to provide effective means for the prevention of cruelty to animals throughout the United States. Primarily works with the companion animal issues such as pet care and animal cruelty and neglect. All right.
Good.
Yeah. I'm getting good with my shots, aren't I?
I try to ignore them as best I can.
Yeah.
Are they going in? No, they're not going in, so it's not good.
Well, I mean, they're in
the neighborhood? Great.
Yeah. 1868, British defeated King of Abyssinia at Magdala. At Argogi in Abyssinia, British and Indian forces defeated an army of Emperor Tewodros II. While 700 Ethiopians were killed and many more injured, only 2 British or Indian troops died. So I guess 1 British and 1 Indian? Like, that have to make sense. I mean,
Yeah.
it's either 1 of each or 2 of 1. So that's the only way it makes sense to me. 1861, Congress increased number of Supreme Court judges from 7 to 9. 69 as well, Jose Marti founded the Cuban Revolutionary Party. Cuban nationalist Jose Marti.
I'm with you.
Now we're back to back. Yeah. 1872, the first Arbor Day was celebrated in Nebraska, later changed to April 22nd. It's telling me to image search this as well, because I'm sure that I found an image with a text, but there we go. Like the founder of Arbor Day, J. Sterling Morton. So let's image search this article really quick. Here we go. I think this is what I wanted to read. Yeah, this one is cool.
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day has its roots in the United States. Wow, has its roots. I wonder if they chose that intentionally. In the United States and traces back to the 19th century, the idea for Arbor Day was conceived by J. Sterling Morton, a journalist and nature lover who moved to Nebraska from Michigan in 1854. Morton and his wife Caroline, sweet Caroline, were ardent advocates for the importance of trees and environmental conservation. In 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed the idea of a special day dedicated to tree planting to the Nebraska State Board. Now you got to squint. Nebraska State Board of Agriculture. The board approved the proposal, and the first Arbor Day was celebrated on April 10th, 1872, in Nebraska. On that day, it is estimated that over 1 million trees were planted in the state. Wow.
On that day?
On that day. That's awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome. 1872, the first National Black Convention met in New Orleans, and the other source said, called it what it probably would have been colored back then, called back then, colored convention. So, that's what we called a certain portion of our populace back then. So, it's a lot better than the other word we called them before, though. That's for sure. 1877, federal troops withdrawn from Columbia, South Carolina. This has to do with the Civil War, I presume, like ending occupation.
I don't know.
In South Carolina.
Yeah.
I think both North and South Carolina were in the South.
1877.
That's 11 years after.
It's kind of a long time for them to just be outpulling troops.
Why else would there be federal troops there then?
I don't know.
Like, would there have been a riot or something?
Wouldn't they be U.S. troops, not federal troops? I mean, it's not.
That is federal.
Yeah, I mean, it is federal troops. It's not North or South.
Yeah, no, the war ended 11 years before this.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm wondering, was this just an occupation force?
It doesn't say, though.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. If I wouldn't need to wonder if it told me.
That's true, but it's so lacking of information.
I know.
Statement.
You know what? I'm just going to look it up just because. We're at 19 minutes in. We got to pick up the pace here, but this is Compromise of 1877, also known as the Wormley Agreement. The Tilden-Hayes Compromise, the Bargain of 1877, or the Corrupt Bargain, was an informal political deal in the United States that settled the intense dispute over the results of the 1876 presidential election. Okay, well...
That doesn't sound like the same thing.
Well, I'm sure it has something to do with that, so I'm just going to go ahead and add this in the underbar section just to get this started. And if you want to see these, they will be in the underbar description.
Let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
If they want to do some research and let us know in the comments, that'd be great to be part of the the show. And then other people could see their comments as well. 1878, California Street Cable Car Railroad Company started service. 1882, Captain William Matson founded his shipping company, San Francisco and Hawaii. Is there a Matson shipping company still around? Was that a big shipping company? I don't know. It's telling me to look that company up, but we got to keep going here. 1884, the U.S. Senate accepted Belgian administration of Congo. That was, I think, when the Belgian was utilizing the Congo as free labor and all that stuff. So, 1887, soccer team Be Quick formed in Harris, Groningen. Harris, Groningen. Yeah. 1887, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln was reburied with his wife in Springfield, Illinois. All right. 1887 as well, on Easter Sunday, Pope Leo XIII authorized the establishment of the Catholic University of America. Nice. What a great time to allow that on Easter. So, 1896, Spyridon Lewis of Greece won inaugural Olympic marathon in 2 hours, 58 minutes, and 50 seconds. In Athens, running the last lap, accompanied by Constantine I. Oh wow, the king of Greece ran the lap with him. That must have been epic.
That's awesome.
Can you imagine, essentially, the president or the prime minister or whatever country you call your leader, running the last lap with you? That'd be freaking phenomenal. Yeah, in 1898, the first Navy law was passed by the German Reichstag. 1900, British suffered a sharp defeat by the Boers south of Brandfort. 600 British troops were killed and wounded, with 800 taken prisoner. Yep, now they're getting their teeth kicked in. 1912, the RMS Titanic set sail from Southampton for her maiden, only, and final voyage.
First and only.
Yeah. So.
First and final.
Yep. 1913, New York Highlanders played their first MLB game as the New York Yankees, losing to the Washington Senators 2-1 at Griffith Stadium. President Woodrow Wilson threw out the first ball. All right. 1915, Casterbeg and child law adopted in Norway, one of the first laws in the world to protect the welfare of extramarital children. Okay, so what is that like?
Out of wedlock.
Oh, okay. 1916, the Professional Golfers Association of America, PGA, was founded in New York City.
Wow, that goes back.
Yeah, all the way to...
1916?
Yeah, so now they're 110 years old. Cool.
Yeah.
1917 as well, the munition factory explosion at Edison, Pennsylvania, killed 133 workers. Yeah, it's a munitions factory. 1919, Mexican revolution leader Emiliano Zapata was ambushed and shot dead by government forces in Morelos. Then we have the Third Regional Congress of Peasants, Workers, and Insurgents was held by the Makhoshevshan China at Huliapolopol. All right.
China.
I don't know. I don't know. It says China at the end right here, but it's Maknovish China. I don't know how to pronounce that. So. 1923, Adolf Hitler demanded hatred, and more hatred in Berlin, Germany. Wow. Disgusting. 24, tubular steel golf club shafts were approved for championship play. All right. 25.
Going from a wood shaft.
Yes. 1925, Scribner's published The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. It published by Charles Scribner's sons, it said here. 1925 as well, Tsaritsyn renamed Stalingrad, now known as Volgograd. The Russian city of Tsaritsyn was renamed Stalingrad to honor the Soviet leader Joseph Stalin, Soviet Communist Party General Secretary, who had guided the defense of Tsaritsyn during the Russian Civil War of 1920. So I had no idea that Joseph Stalin actually served in the military. Wow. 1930, Thickwool synthetic rubber was first produced in Yardley, New Jersey. The Thickwool Corporation began producing the first synthetic rubber in Yardley, New Jersey. The product was based on the earlier accidental discovery by chemist Joseph C. So we have here an image of that. It looks like that's a manufactured either a chunk of rubber or something to be melted down to make into rubber or something to do with it.
It looks like rubber to me.
It does as well. What else do we got here? 1932. Paul von Hindenburg was re-elected president of Germany in a runoff election against Adolf Hitler. Wow, I had no idea that Hitler ran against Hindenburg. That's wild. 34, Stanley Cup Final, Chicago Stadium in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago Blackhawks defeated the Detroit Red Wings 1-0 in a double overtime for a 3-1 series win. This was the Blackhawks' first Stanley Cup. Cool.
Okay.
So double overtime to get one goal.
Yeah.
They either both are really good or they both are really bad. Like it's one or the other. So.
Not real high scoring game.
Well, yeah, but that means that they're both their goalies are good or their players suck at getting the puck in the goal. So
probably really good defenses.
Yeah.
At that level.
Yep. 1936, 200-inch mirror blank arrived from Corning Glass Works of New York at Caltech's optical shop in Pasadena, California for use in Palomar's Observatory's Haley telescope. The work took 11 and a half years.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, like, they had to transport it carefully across the entire continent. And back then, you couldn't really do it by train, the vibration, you know? So you'd have to do it by truck, just across the entire 3,000 some odd miles, whatever it is. So,
with not that great of roads.
Yeah. 1938, Austria became a state of Germany. And New York made syphilis tests mandatory in order to get a marriage license. Huh. I don't know what I think about that. Like, that seems kind of like an invasion of privacy.
It is,
you know?
But if they're trying to curb an epidemic, I can understand it.
Yeah. Oh. 39, Prime Minister Hendrikus Koolhaas's Dutch government opened Camp Westbroek for German Jews. So, you know, the Netherlands were doing Holocaust things as well. 41, independent state of Croatia, led by Ante Pavelic, established as a fascist German puppet state. So, yeah, Croatia is a product of fascism, unfortunately. Not the Croats, of course, but, because Croatia is still a country today, right?
Yeah.
And that's a sorry thing to hear, to know that they were formed out of an act of the Nazis. You know? But...
Yeah.
So, you know, the Vatican was formed by an act of fascism between the Pope at the time and Benito Mussolini.
Well, they did have a post-war not too many years ago. Croatia and, Herzegovina or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah, Herzegovina. Yeah. 42, cigarettes and candy were rationed in Holland because of the war. 1 year later, 12 Jewish patients of Hernan Lou Lozenor escaped the Nazis. Bravo.
Yeah.
Excellent. I hope they survived. 44, Patrolling the Ether was shown on 3 TV stations simultaneously. What is that, Patrolling the Ether?
I have no idea.
Like, there's this whole thing about, like, the ether being an element that's being kept from us from the global elite and everything.
Sure it's not Ether Sunday?
Ha! It's a short film made in 44 depicting amateur radio operators aiding the Federal Communications Commission and monitoring the airwaves for Nazi spy transmissions. Oh,
okay.
That's cool. It is notable as the first film ever broadcast simultaneously on more than one television station on April 10th, 1944. On WNBT, New York, now WNBC, WPTZ Philadelphia, now KYW, and WRGB Schenectady, New York. Schenectady? How do you pronounce that word?
No
marking a milestone in the history of network television. Well, that's cool. I'm going to add this in the underbar section. Patrolling the Ether. So, yeah, it was about civilian volunteers doing the war
So
effort.
what does that tie into the Ethernet?
Well, it does. It just the ether, the out there. Like, Ethernet's completely different. That's the internet and everything. 44, Rudolf Verba and Alfred Wessler escaped from Birkenau death camp. Birkenau, wow. They got, Auschwitz-Birkenau.
Yeah,
So, 45, NFL's Boston Yanks and Brooklyn Tigers merged.
Boston Yanks?
Boston Yanks and Brooklyn. Yeah, remember we were going on about the Boston Yanks and the Brooklyn Yanks or whatever?
Yeah, well, the Brooklyn Dodgers but this is football.
Yeah. Okay, well, apparently Boston
Yanks
had a Yanks.
Boston.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why they merged, is because we don't want to confuse the Yankees with the football Yanks.
Could be.
So, 1946, Loons time! The first election for the Japanese Parliament. Cool.
That's after World War II.
Yeah, and 1 year after that, Jackie Robinson became the first black player of the 20th century to sign an MLB contract. Brooklyn general manager Branch Rickey announced Dodgers had bought Robinson's contract from Montreal Royals. Nice. 1953, The House of Wax, the first color 3D movie, premiered in New York. I have not yet seen this.
3D movie?
The first color 3D movie.
Wow.
In 1953. I had no idea they had that technology back then. 55, Ruth
They
Ellen.
have the glasses and all that.
Yeah. Well, you still do, kind of, sort of, in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there is, unless they do a hologram, which we are kind of in the infancy of hologram technology, there have been examples of it. Like, they actually had, several years back, a hologram of Tupac Shakur on stage. Like, actually, let's see if I can look that up here really quick. Tupac hologram. You know what a hologram is, right?
Of course.
So, but you know, like, this is wild. Like, this is on the stage. It's a hologram.
Uh-huh.
Like, they have him moving around, but he kind of it looks like he has depth, doesn't he?
Yeah.
But you could tell
It
that
is
some
dimensional, yes.
yeah, but that's a hologram. That's all light.
Yeah. Wow.
So like if you went up and went to go like touch his shoulder or something, your hand will just go right through it. Yeah.
Ah.
That's real.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, and that was like well I'll look that up again later to tell you that was like years ago, like 10 years ago. Like it's a wild. So imagine where things are now. So 1959, Chicago White Sox second baseman Nellie Fox got an MLB opening day record, tying 5 hits and 7 at-bats in a 14-inning 9-7 win in Detroit. Excellent. Just making sure that I... I did miss something here. 1955, Ruth Ellis shot jilting lover David Blakely, becoming the last woman to be executed in the United States. Ruth Ellis, that is.
United Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, United Kingdom, UK. In 56, Philips broadcast the first Dutch color TV program, so now they're getting color TV in the Netherlands. 1960, Senate passed landmark civil rights bill. It's telling me to look that up, but we got to keep on going here for the sake of time. But if anybody wants to look that up, tell us in the comments section what you discovered. Speaking of comments, do we have any comments yet? Nope. 1961, Washington Senators played their first game in franchise history with President John F. Kennedy in attendance, losing a 4-3 decision to the Chicago White Sox. Why is that so difficult for me to read? 62, 52,564 fans attended the first MLB game at LA's Dodger Stadium at Chavez Ravine. Chavez Ravine.
Yeah.
63 lost to the Cincinnati Reds. Ah, man.
They're still playing there today.
Yeah. That's too bad. Like the first game and we lost at home. That's a sucker. 62, Houston Colt 45s made their MLB debut with an 11-2 win over the Chicago Cubs at Colt Stadium. Outfielder Roman Mejas hit a pair of 3-run homers.
That was their original name.
Yeah, well,
Houston Colt 45s.
I say with an outcome like this, they should go back to that name because that is like God saying you have the correct name there, son. 63, USS Thresher, a nuclear-powered submarine, sunk 220 miles east of Boston, killing 129 men, including 17 civilians. Wow. And the other source doesn't even mention the civilians. It just says 129 U.S. sailors. So a nuclear-powered submarine sunk. That's not good. I wonder if we got the material from the wreckage.
Good question.
64, demolition began in Upper Manhattan, New York City on Polo Grounds Sports Stadium, home to the MLB Giants from 1891 to 1957, the Mets from 1962 to 63, and the NFL Jets from 60 to 63, to clear a way for housing project. So they're getting rid of a major historical stadium.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yeah. 1970. Actually, before we continue on with that, like. In the name of saving some stadiums, I have seen a video of the refurbished this one stadium into an apartment complex and everything. So rather than get rid of the whole structure, you could just rent it out.
They turned a stadium into a rental thing?
Yeah. Like it's a smaller stadium and everything.
I wonder how that works.
Well, they just partitioned it and all that stuff. So... Like, let's see if I can find it. Stadium into apartment. And they're doing that with dead malls, too, now. But I've seen a video on this.
Such a weird structure.
Yeah, let me just... I'm sorry that this video is as short. I despise shorts.
Field for $1 and turn it into... These guys bought an abandoned baseball field for $1 and turned it into luxury apartments. The project is called Stadium Lofts in Indianapolis, Indiana. Initially built in...
So basically, yeah, like I'm not going to play the whole video, but yeah.
So like then they have their own park down below, is that it?
Yeah. For dog walking, or whatever and all that stuff. Yeah. You can even like probably dig up some of the park and have a pool there if you want. But like instead of getting rid of the whole building, you can repurpose it, and then it's historical, So and that stadium there that they destroyed, that is such a major shame. There's so many teams played there, had so much history from the 1800s.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know.
what a shame. 71, the Republican commemorations was held in Belfast of the Easter Rising in 1916 in Dublin, revealing conflicts between the two wings of the Irish Republican Party. So it was about the events that happened in 1916. So 71, U.S. table tennis team arrived in People's Republic of China, which this, I shit you not, when I was in the YMCA. And I'm not making a joke. This is don't get offended by this. This is actually like a real happening. But like when I was in the YMCA, like way back in the day as a kid, there was this Asian kid who must have been Chinese or something. I don't know, but he said his name was Ping Pong. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And I about lost my shit. But I'm just like, do you know what the sport ping pong is? And he didn't know.
Oh.
So that really blew my mind. I'm not sure if he was trolling me, but we were little kids, so I'm not sure how clever a little kid could be at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. 1972, 20 days after he was kidnapped in Buenos Aires, Oberdan Salustro was executed by communist guerrillas. That's not good. 72 as well, a 7.0 earthquake killed 1/5 of the population of Iranian province of Fars. But how much of that? What's 1/5? If it's 5 people, it's 1. If it's 500, it's 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
didn't give you any kind of number. That's meaningless without
Yeah.
a number.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds substantial, but I want to know a number.
A fifth of any population is huge.
Yeah, and
A fifth of a family.
Yeah, I'd also like to know how much damage it did, what the cost was, all that stuff. We have the U.S., USSR, and 70 other nations agreed to ban biological weapons at the Biological Weapons Convention.
Good.
That makes sense, even though we still use them in Vietnam and everything. 72, tombs containing bamboo slips, among them Sun Tzu's Art of War and Sun Brin's Lost Military Treaties, were discovered by construction workers in Shandong. Wow. And, nope, we're not there yet, so I'm gonna... Why did I open up Rumble? Go away, get this here. I want to look this up really quick.
So what are bamboo slips?
These. I'm
okay.
That's what I'm doing. I'm showing you that there's
okay.
strips of bamboo, and I want to showcase how awesome this is as an information storage thing. Because you write on the strips and everything. Now you can stack them like in this image.
Yeah.
Or you can roll them like in this image. I don't know why the images are not loading up. There we go. You can roll them.
Yeah.
Or you can stack them.
Yeah.
There you have a book.
Huh.
That's awesome.
It is.
And with how fast bamboo grows, you wouldn't be short on resources for too long, if ever.
No.
If you're smart. 72, Vietnam War. For the first time since November of 1967, US B-52 bombers reportedly began bombing North Vietnam. 73, Pakistan suspended their constitution. In 74, American Boccaccio Association formed. Boccaccio?
I have no idea.
What the hell is that? American Boccaccio Association. Search this site. Okay, is a non-profit scholarly organization dedicated to the promotion of the study and teaching of Giovanni Boccaccio's life and works. Okay, so it's about a guy. Okay, what a very unfortunate sounding last name, because it sounds like something out of anime that I'd rather not explain. 74, magicians Penn Jillette and Teller first met.
Ah.
It's kind of weird. What's Teller's actual name? There we go, Raymond Joseph Teller. So that is his last name.
Last name, yeah.
His real name is Raymond. Huh.
Well, his first name. His
Yeah.
middle name or whatever.
Well, yeah. No, Raymond Joseph Teller. Oh. Yeah, okay. 1977, Cleveland Indians set club record for longest 9-inning game at 3 hours 17 minutes. Wow. I would hate to be there. That's a long game. Formation of Major Indoor Soccer League was announced on this calendar date in 1978.
Oh, okay.
79, J.R. Richard of the Houston Astros pitched a complete game, but set a MLB record of throwing 6 wild pitches in a 2-1 win over the LA Dodgers at the Astrodome. Well, that sounds like a task failed successfully type thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like
6 wild pitches you don't want to be hung on you for the rest of your life.
But then you won the game, so you
2-1 no less.
You did something right.
Yeah.
79, Red River Valley tornado outbreak. A tornado landed in Wichita Falls, Texas, killing 42 people. From the other source, actually, for whatever reason, the primary source was edited. It says 22 tornadoes occurred between Oklahoma and Texas, killing a total of 61 people. 1981, a computer glitch kept Space Shuttle Columbia grounded. That would do it. And we also have impoverished provisional IRA hunger striker Bobby Sands was elected to British Parliament for Northern Ireland County of Fernandina and South Tyrone. Unfortunately, dying 28 days or 26 days later. That's unfortunate. Must have been complications from the hunger strike or something like that. 84, damaged Solar Max satellite was snared by Challenger shuttle. So, the space shuttle, like that's what that huge loading bay is to bring stuff back. 84 as well, U.S. Senate condemned CIA mining of Nicaraguan harbors. Why is the CIA mining Nicaraguan harbors? What the hell, CIA?
I have no idea.
85, at the age of 80, Leo Seitz became the oldest bowler to score 300 in a game. Perfect game. Excellent job there. 88, Ao's time, the Ojiri camp explosion killed or injured more than 1,000 people in Rawalpindi and Islamabad, Pakistan. Yikes. 89, Intel Core announced shipment of 486 chip. Okay, whatever that chip is. 91, now here we go again. Like, I'm starting to think, because not only is this source leftist, but I'm getting certain that it's British. Because of the way that they spell
I've
things.
seen stuff like that. Yes.
So, and because and a lot of stuff seems to try to paint Britain in a good light, but anything else is painted in a bad light. So, like from the primary source here, it says a boat rammed a tanker in Livorno, Italy fog, killing about 138. Here we go with the word ram.
There's that ram again, yeah.
It says here from the other source, Italian ferry MS Moby Prince collided with an oil tanker in dense fog off Livermore, Italy, killing 140 people. So that's the same event.
Okay, yeah.
But what's with the ram?
Yeah.
Why it's not.
Ram's an intentional act.
Yes.
When you ram something, it's not an accident.
Yes. 91, LA King Wayne Gretzky scored NHL record 93rd playoff goal. All right. Then we have the last Automat, a coin-operated cafeteria, closed at 3rd and 42nd Street in New York City. This was back in the day where...
The Automat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-made meals, everything. You just go there.
You go up and get the window and grab your stuff.
Nowadays, we have the same thing in, like, convenience stores and cafeterias. They have, the spinny sandwich thing,
Yeah, but that's a full-blown deal. You can get sandwiches, meals, desserts.
Yeah.
Depending on all the little windows you want to go to.
Yeah, but like the purpose for it got taken over by something else,
Yeah.
Because so instead of coin operating to open the window, you just grab the sandwich and then you pay at the cash register.
Yeah.
Like it's a centralized thing. Because then because especially now that I think about it, you can't see everything, so somebody could do the little coin with a string trick, or whatever, or a fake coin.
Well, not all of them are coins that you go up and you pay for once you pick your stuff. It would still be a
Well, that's not really an automat.
automat.
Yeah, that's leaning more into what I'm saying is the cafeteria type thing, the convenience store type thing. Like the way it was done, was is just more or less the same. It's just a little different. It's the same, but different. 91, LA King, we got that one. We got that one as well. 91 as well. Rare tropical storm developed in the southern hemisphere near Angola, the first to be documented by satellites. That's awesome.
Yeah.
92, Floriade flower show opened at The Hague, Netherlands. It's telling me to image search this, so I'm going to do just that. The Hague, the Hague, the Hague, the Hoog, however you pronounce it. So, but this looks cool. Like it's a whole flower festival and everything. And you know how the Netherlands are with their tulip fields.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. I'd love to go there. And is all that flowers? That can't be.
Hard to tell. It looks like water to me.
It says Dutch Flower Festival.
No.
Let's see if I can get a bigger. No, I can't. Well, it's saying it's Flower Festival, so I presume that's all flowers. So, yeah, that'd be great to go visit. 1933, Ottawa Senators won their first road game versus the Islanders after 38 straight losses. Ouch. Pittsburgh Penguins won their NHL record 17th game-winning streak. In 95, the New York City banned smoking in all restaurants that seat 35 or more. And that makes sense, you know, like if it's crowded or if it's a larger restaurant, you don't want that dirty ass smoke.
Now there's no smoke
nowhere
in any public building.
Nowhere. 1976, the fastest wind speed ever recorded, not being a tornado, at 408 kilometers an hour, or 220 knots, 253 miles per hour, or 113 meters a second. Whichever measurement you want, they got them all, it looks like here.
Yeah.
Yep. During a tropical cyclone Olivia on Barrow Island, Australia. Of course, Australia. Everything down there is trying to kill people. Moving on up into the next millennium, the final stretch. 26 more years. Actually, 25 years left. 2005, at 16 years, 271 days, James Vaughan scored for Everton in a 4-0 win against Crystal Palace at Goodison Park, becoming the youngest goal scorer in EPL history. All right. To me, EPL sounds like Eastern Plague Lands. I guess that's European something league. I have no idea. 2006, hundreds of thousands protested H.R. 4437, also known as the Sensenbrenner Bill, against U.S. immigration reforms contained in this bill. So, okay.
By the way, just for your own self-information, whatever you said, 26 or whatever it was, 5, 15, whatever. It is that
25 years left.
Yeah, 26.
Well, no, we don't cover today. We're a history show.
Yeah.
So we have 25 years left once we hit 2000.
Oh, okay.
Is my math wrong?
Well, 0 is a year.
True.
So it would be 26 at the end of 25.
Just tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
2009, President of Fiji, Ratu Yosiva IOYO, announced the abrogation of the Constitution and assumed all governance in the country, creating a constitutional crisis. Yeah, that would cause it. Then we have 2010, Polish Air Force Tu-154M crashed near Smolensk, Russia, killing all 96 people on board, including President Lech Kaczynski. So, he was the president of Poland at the time. Polish President Lech Kaczynski, his wife, and dozens of other senior officials and dignitaries. This sounds like an assassination.
Lech Walesa or something like that, I suppose?
No, this is somebody else.
Oh, okay.
I looked it up. It's not Lech Walesa.
Okay.
It's Lech Kaczynski.
Okay.
No. Walenska was what, this 80s or something?
No, I don't think so. Not then.
Well, no, I mean, he was from, when he was doing his politicsing, that was during the 1980s, correct?
Oh, during the 80s,
yes. Yeah. No, I'm not saying he was in his 80s.
No, okay.
No, this is the guy who died in the, that's not...
Okay, yeah, no.
That's not Lech Walesa.
Lech's got to be a common name like John or something.
Yeah, probably. 2012, Apple Inc. claimed a value of $600 billion, making it the largest company by market capitalization in the world. Yeah, it needs to be taken down. 2012 as well, United Nations deadline for Syrian troop withdrawal passed as violence continues. So I guess we invaded Syria? Or, what did we do with Syria when this happened? Nothing? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I'm trying to think.
I'm sure we did something. I don't know. 2013, Japan and Taiwan signed an agreement on fishing rights around the Senkaku Islands. All right, cool. They're working together. Unlike China. 2014, 88 civilians were killed by barrel bombs from Syrian warplanes in Aleppo, Syria. That sounds like they're throwing out just improvised, in a barrel, in a drum.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's weird. 2014, the Council of Europe suspended Russia's right to vote. Okay. 2016, explosions and a fire caused by fireworks at Pugal Temple in Kerala, India, killed more than 100 people, injuring nearly 400 others. Yeah, the Paravur Temple accident, in which a devastating fire caused by the explosion of firecrackers stored for Vishu killed more than 100 people out of the thousands gathered for 7th day of Bhadrakali worship. That's terrible. Hong Kong pro-democracy political party Demi Shistoto, established by Nathan Law, Joshua Wong, and Agnes Chow. So they're trying to fight against the oppressors, but they unfortunately lost. 2016, an earthquake of 6.6 magnitude struck 39 kilometers west-southwest of Ashkasham, impacting India, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Srinagar, and Pakistan. Wow. And once again, how many deaths, injuries, how much damage, what was the cost, do you know? 2017, British Vogue magazine announced Edward Emenful, a new editor, first male and black person to hold position. Okay. And usually Vogue magazine, is a women's magazine and everything. So so the first male to be involved in that. I don't know what I think about that. Like a women's magazine should be for women by women. Men should have no hand in that.
I have no opinion.
Yeah.
If it's something that would interest women, fine. I don't care.
Well, if they want a woman's magazine being written by a man, that doesn't sound...
Well, if he has a woman's perspective, then...
How would he have a woman's perspective?
I don't know. There are some very feminine men.
Well, still
I'm
can't
not saying he is or isn't. I don't care.
Still a man. 2017, Alabama Governor Robert Bentley resigned over leadership or over relationship with an aide and possible misuse of state funds to cover it up. Yeah, what a scumbag. Speaking of scumbag right here, in 2018, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg began testifying before U.S. Congress about data use and security. This guy cannot look anymore. He looks like a freaking Madame Tussauds wax figure, that photograph. But that's a picture of the real him.
Yeah.
Like, actually, you want to know something really wild? Like, hold on a second. Mark, Zuckerberg wax figure.
He has a wax figure?
Yeah, no, like there's a meme of him standing next to his wax figure or something. It's like that feeling when your wax figure looks more lifelike than you do. Look at that.
It does.
What the hell?
It does.
Like he is.
They made him look good in the wax.
Yeah, but well, no, that's what he used to look like.
Yeah.
Like back when he
Younger, huh?
Yeah, but like he's just so robotic now. Yeah. Here it is. How is it that the Madame Tussauds wax model of Mark Zuckerberg looks way more like a real person than Mark Zuckerberg does? Like, weird. Even a haircut. What is that haircut?
Yeah.
2019, China announced a move to cull more than 1 million pigs in an effort to eliminate African swine fever. We also have the first home delivery service by drone began in Canberra, Australia, by Wing, part of Google's Alphabet company. Yeah. We also have 2019, the first ever photo of a black hole announced, taken by the Event Horizon Telescope collaboration in 2017 in Galaxy M86, 6.5 billion times the mass of Earth, 55 million light years away. So we're looking at something that's 55 million years ago. So, it's wild.
20 billion times the size of Earth or whatever it is.
6.5 billion, yeah.
How much?
6.5.
6.5.
By the mass of Earth.
Yeah.
2019, now this one's wild. 4 tiny sweat bees were removed alive from a woman's eye in the world's first operation of its kind in Fujian University Hospital, Taiwan. Now, I looked that up.
Man.
They are the insects, bees, buzz, you know? Like, first off, how small were they for there to be 4 in there? How did they get in there? Why are they? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
like,
man.
Yeah. 2019 as well, new species of human announced named Homo luzonensis, 3 foot tall, remains dated to 50 to 60,000 years ago, found in a cave on island of Luzon in the Philippines. 2021, China ordered Alibaba pay a record fine of 18.2 billion yuan, or $2.8 billion, for antitrust regulations say it has been acting as a monopoly. 2023, rare California poppies super bloom of orange poppies began in Southern California around Lake Elsinore. We were just there.
We were just there.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if I can find images. Oh. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
I would have loved to have seen that around Lake Elsinore. Look at that. It's just, when something looks like it's a bunch of just, colored dust, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like, that's phenomenal. What a shot there. 2023, the Dalai Lama apologized for a video showing him asking a boy to suck his tongue after widespread criticism. What?
That's weird.
That's very weird, Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
Very weird. It kind of makes me feel creeped out that I had spoken to him once before. 2024, Avi Wingerson announced as the winner of the 2023 Turing Prize for his work in clarifying the role of randomness in algorithms. So we have this guy to thank. No, that's not the same guy. Yeah, this guy here. 2024, now we're this guy. South Korea's Liberal Opposition Party won landslide majority in the country's general election, a defeat for President Yoon Suk Yeol, amid claims he was brought down by a spring onion. What?
I don't know what a spring onion is.
Spring onion. And is that like a term for a person? Like what?
I don't know.
What is?
I don't know what a spring onion is.
What is
I know what a spring chicken is?
What is a spring onion? Scallions versus green onions. Okay, what is a spring onion? What is this?
So maybe it's literally an onion.
Now,
why did an onion bring them down?
That's a good question. Last but not least, 2024, Brandon and Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida announced moves to counter Chinese aggression at a meeting at the White House. All right, and I'm sure that they didn't do anything about that. The current guy, though, did. Now, I'm going to, let's see here, Associated Press News. Well, this is Associated Press. I don't know. Let's bigger this. Just opposition wins the land, NPR. I'm trying to figure out what does it mean to be brought down by spring onion.
Yeah.
Like, prices of some agricultural products nearly doubled in March.
Okay.
So maybe it was the price of the actual food. And
the onions in spring brought them down.
Yeah. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar of the description below for any links that you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. A lot of history has and continues to be made on a daily basis. We can only bring you a portion between two different sources. To check out more, please check the underbar. It's up to you to find the artifacts of our history, but only if each individual reaches out with and for open mindfulness, with a yearn to learn, to see outside of what you think you know, to grow and find enlightenment. We have to find common ground with those who see their opinions differently from our own and find a better way to be better to one another. For your dose of past events daily, we stream at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. For all of you and all of us, I'm Xander.
Golden Loon.
And you. Thank you so much for coming in and watching us. Until you do so next time, whenever it is, wherever it is. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles! Button. And